Greetings, everyone. It's about 10:30 a.m. on Monday, October 14, 2013, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, I should clarify. And I got a late start trading today, and I'm currently in the midst of my very first trade. Took a long trade here at 9:39. You can see my crosshairs on the entry point here. We've hit two targets, and we're still in the trade currently. My thought is that I'm going to try and record the trades as they are taken, and then turn off the camera and come back then when the trade concludes, so that you can see that these things are happening in real time. I didn't have an opportunity to turn the camera on before I got into this trade, because as soon as I started up NinjaTrader this morning, I saw that I was just a little bit past an excellent entry opportunity. So rather than wait, I jumped on board, and I've been doing some other things in the meantime. But we'll see if we can record the rest of the day, or for as long as I'm going to be trading at least, and make that a market movie. So, talk to you later. Okay, I ran out to the kitchen for a bit and came back, and we had hit the third target here. That happened a few minutes back at 10:45. So entered the trade at 9:39, and at 10:45 hit the third target. As you can see over here on the dome screen, we've got net profit of $633.50. And again, that is a net after deduction of a $6 per contract transaction cost. And we've got some mixed signals now. We've got volume rising on the 1 minute, kind of falling on the 5 minute, and directional indicators suggest bearishness at the moment right now. So back at you when there's something to talk about. Okay, we've broken to the upside rather substantially. We've got some bullishness on the MACD, and we're starting to rise on the volume again. So let's try another shot on the long side and see what that gets us. I'll be back when we have something to report. Okay, we hit the first target, so we're in the money on this trade. My stop will protect me now, and I will have to leave you for a bit and take care of some other business out of the office, but I'll be back at you when I return, and we'll see what happened to this trade. Okay, boys and girls, I'm back from running my errand, and it looks like we're just in time to hit that second target, hopefully. We're touching it right now, which is also the high of the day. We need to see it pop up just a little higher. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we've hit target number 2 on this second trade. Looks like we've got some pretty good bullishness in terms of directionality. We're trying to get another crossover here, and our volume is starting to rise again after this little correction. So, so far so good, and I'll be back when there's more to talk about. Alright, we've got some definite bearishness going on here on both the 5 minute and the 1 minute. Price is creeping up a little bit right now. We've flipped the parabolic, and we definitely have a curve here on the white MA. I'm going to take a shot at getting short here and see what happens. Notice over on the 5 we've got volume rising on a bearish MACD. So, in the hopes that it's going to keep in that direction, I'm getting short, and we shall see what happens. Talk to you later. Well, it took a little while, but we finally hit the first target there, so we're in the money, and our stop has moved to its protective location. So we're good to go here. We've picked up a little bit. Hopefully it'll continue to drop, and we will get some additional profit. That's where we started from. This short entry was at what time? 11:47, and now we're looking at 12:02. So I'll be back when we have more to talk about. Okay, we are stopped out with just the bare minimum, and our grand total at the moment is 975.50. We're a little shy of flipping the parabolic, so let's see what happens. We've got what appears to be a bullish cross on the MACD on our 1 minute side here, but definitely no increase on volume at the moment. Well, we just had a pretty good little rally here, but it was all done on falling volume here. So what's happening? Is the market setting up for a sell-off, or is it looking to go higher? Maybe it's feeling optimistic because there's the chance that the Democrats and Republicans might come to some kind of agreement with this debt ceiling business. But it's also possible that this thing could sell off. Remember, in a bullish momentum module, which is what we have here, this thing is going to have a high somewhere. We're also right in the vicinity of the R1 level. Remember the pivot points. Here's our pivot point. Here's the R1. That means there's a strong likelihood that we're in a zone of resistance right now, and the market may start to sell off, and that may be where the rise in volume is coming, with shorts entering the market here. So if we get this white MA curving over and we get the price breaking below it, it'll be an aggressive move, but there's a possibility that the market may sell off. And we're still shy of 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, so by trading room standards, we could still take the trade at this point. Anyway, if we decide to go forward, I will let you know. Okay, price is breaking to the downside. Let's get short and see what happens. Okay, we finally hit the first target. Didn't move the stop, so I'm going to do that manually right now. Bring it down to 475. That was an attrition fill. You can see that there was quite a bit of sideways action here. Hit that target a bunch of times. Then we spiked up and retested that resistance level at R1. But we did finally hit our target, so we can breathe easy. We're going to finish in the money for certain, and you can see that the directionality here is a little bit in question. It stayed pretty bearish over on this side, and you notice that there never really was a full-on bullish cross on the MACD. Had a little bit of a one here on the 1 minute. But volume's starting to pick up again. So the question is the market going to bounce off and go higher, or is it going to start to sell off here? We'll let you know when all is said and done. Okay, we finally got down there and hit the second target on this short trade. So my estimation that things were going to go south turned out to be right. You can see that volume is climbing here as our directional indicator has been bearish, but that doesn't mean you're not going to have some bumps along the way, as we clearly did here. But we're going to be in good stead here now. We had about 975 before this trade, so we should easily break $1,000, which is always kind of a good benchmark to reach. There's our R1 level. You can see that we sort of topped out in that vicinity there. So there was a good possibility that this was going to be an area of resistance. Also, we ended up having a 1, 2, 3 top. We had this high here, which is our number 1 point, came down to number 2, actually kind of had a double number 2, up to number 3, which did not take out 1, which then suggested that there was a good chance that this thing would sell off. Well, this is definitely going to be our last trade of the day. It's 12:49 right now, Pacific time. So I will check in one more time, either when we are stopped out or timed out, or the market ends, or at least the first end, because as you know, I stopped trading at 1:15. Anyhow, back at you in a bit. Okay, we are stopped out now, and on the 4 trades for today, $1,321.50 using 9 contracts and 3 targets. For the most part, you saw it all happen in real time here. Now, starting tomorrow, I will endeavor to start the camera before we enter the trade, but we missed out on doing that on the very first one, but you pretty much saw everything else happen as it happened. So it's not quite the same as the live trading room, but it's the next best thing for the moment, and it's going to give you folks an opportunity to decide if you want to re-up. Now, with each market movie for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be mentioning my no obligation survey. If I am able to reopen my live S&P mini trading room, would you be interested in participating? Please let me know if you are. MentorMike@sbcglobal.net. Now, if you have already responded, as some of you have, no need to respond again. You're on the list, and you will be kept apprised of whatever's going to happen. So if you are thinking about it for the first time or thinking about rejoining, let me know. Again, no obligation, obviously, but my decision to open the room will depend not only on my physical condition, but also on how many folks are interested in making it happen. There needs to be a certain number for it to be worth everyone's while. So, if you think you'd like to join me, by all means let me know. Okay, see you soon. We came in at just a little over 12 minutes on this movie, so we managed to cover several hours of trading in that amount of time. Hopefully, I'll see you back here tomorrow.